Incursions is getting a buff. Hello everybody, welcome to a video. Hope you're doing well. So let's face it, for a while, and I know a lot of people will be saying, oh, Incursions is getting buffed. Well, they're meant to be doing this and getting this sorted. Well, for me, I've returned back playing Incursions. I left it for a long time because this love that was needed for the game mode just wasn't there. And I've just come back the last 2 months and I've got interested in Incursions again, believe it or not. Spending a lot of time not doing it. But there's a lot of fundamentals wrong with this particular game mode. The great thing about this, look, I'm not going to say it's a bit of a criticism, and it's not I like playing with other people. That's the great thing about playing with this is you're able to kind of chat with people, have a co-op type takedown. The same way that I play a lot with Super Duper Boo, and in times in the past I played with Dan, Frontline MCOC. Also, you might find me randomly playing the 5-star one. So currently what I do is I go into, me and Super Duper Boo, we do the 6-star one, the Sector 8. And then what I do myself is I solo into Sector 7. So you might randomly find me and play with me. And that sounds weird, but what I'm saying is I kind of like to do that because then if there's somebody that can't get past, say, a certain zone, I might be able to get them to a further zone. And I like that. It's kind of nice, kind of helping out random people, random acts of kindness, which, a couple of people so far have probably kind of seen me kind of helping out wherever I can. Obviously, there's a big degen if you don't kind of get past a certain point together, but, it's still nice. But look, Kabam are putting in, as they say in this little bit of information here, yes, solo mode is coming into Incursions. It's great. I mean, I like that. I think that's good. That is helpful for a lot of people that complain that they don't have a solo mode that they can just do themselves. But then that's the sad thing. It takes away from the co-op and also the camaraderie, because there's nothing really apart from alliance-based stuff that's kind of you randomly pairing up with somebody or pairing up with a friend and playing, and that vibe's kind of gone. But maybe that needed to die. Maybe it did. We'll have to see. So what has Kabam got to say about this? And do bear in mind, there's probably rewards information. By the time this comes out, I'm probably not going to be home. I'm out because we've got to drop off Frank and do a few other things. So I'll probably be back to kind of cover the rewards in MCN for Wednesday. So look out for that then. Anyways, it's more Doom orientated. So we've gone away from Ultron and now we're all about Doom. I'm guessing that the next time we see something when it comes to Incursions, it'll be about Gallon. Just hunch and just a guess with the next buff. But this October, Incursions will be getting a host of updates, and we're excited to share with you what to expect. Ultron has been dethroned. Doctor Doom and Iron Man Infamous will be the new bosses of the mode. Okay, cool. Along with a legion of Doom bots. For the first time, will be the new bosses of the mode. Does that mean that it's going to be every 5? We'll have to see. For the first time ever, you can play Incursions either with a friend or solo. One of the most requested additions to Incursions has been the ability to play the mode for yourself. We're eager to give you the opportunity to conquer sectors on your own. For those seeking new challenge, test your might in a brand new difficulty level, Sector 9. So we've got Sector 9. That's promising. I would say there's still a lot of work that needs to be done with Incursions if they don't put in things like improved input systems. For some reason, when you go into it, your inputs, when you get to pass, I don't know, zone 7 in Sector 8, it's just it's not crispy enough. There's also a lot of stuff when it comes to the enemy AI holding special attacks. The AI profile just seems to be ass, but that seems to be a thing that Kabam seem to put in for a reason. But I hope they kind of improve the way that you can do it. I also hope that you can, for myself, I would do Sectors 7, 8 and 9 in order to get the Dark Artifacts. Sorry, Incursion Artifacts. They haven't been Dark Artifacts for a long time since the Incursions were called Dungeons. That takes me way back. But that's good. And I'm glad they've put in that new kind of bracket. A new Sector 9. And hopefully the rewards are spicy to kind of support it. But what else? So, yep, Sector 9, but new nodes and encounters, new champions including some released this year, and nodes to await to challenge you and your champions. Okay, one of the biggest issues that was with Incursions was the nodes. And something we talked about in a video was that if you were having some kind of ridiculously paired nodes, Yes, you can change champions out right at the very beginning, but it becomes problematic if you're like, right, well, I've just persistently built a champion up like Hercules or something, and you're like, oh, who do I kind of like remove for this one? And as well, there could be some types of interactions which just seem ridiculous, like having one totally immune champion that then has something that kind of allows them as a defender to be extra powerful. And it's something we talked about, the idea of like re-rolling some of those nodes, which would be of benefit to the players, like re-randomize the nodes, just to make sure that you are getting, I'd say, a fair fight. I don't know, because again, I use that term lightly, fair fight. In Marvel Contest of Champions and the way Kabam develops nowadays, when it comes to certain nodes, it doesn't seem like there's a fair fight. I don't like Act 8.1, Act 7. Those are fair fights, right? They are fair fights. But when it comes to certain other areas like Dragonman this week or Craven the previous week in EOP, those are not fair fights. They're very specific fights that need specific interactions. Or if you're a Paragon, specifically specific, that then you have to do twice. Well, kind of like that, but it's like it's specifically specific. So you got to do it. You basically got to do it twice. That's the point I'm going to get to. But right, what's happening? Details on these will be released in October, so keep your eye out. So there's going to be more information on this in October. I can imagine including rewards breakdown. So this may be just something like Kabam are throwing out there. So maybe Kabam haven't put rewards out because this is just a CCP kind of print thing. So it could be a case that Kabam aren't releasing any kind of information, especially saying updated rewards and Incursion store. Looking for a 6-star Incursions crystal? They're coming your way soon, along with other updates to the store. Wow, okay, that's good. And this is why I said to people, it may be better to hoard, to a degree, hoard your artifacts. I've hoarded 47,000 Incursion artifacts. Keep calling it dark artifacts. Again, this is the problem because it's like dungeons, what they were called before. I think that's fantastic. This gives players an interest now because you are getting yourself one of the best pools of champions, crystals that there is. I mean, you look at this, like 3-star, they got a 4-star, they got a 5-star. And the great thing about the 5-star is it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 champions. That will quintessentially be one of the best class pool crystals that you can get, apart from the selector and maybe like one other crystal. But it is one of the best ones there to go, right, if you want acquisition, you're like, okay, well, of these, let's see, Annihilus, I'm not going to really use it. Apocalypse, hell yeah, great champion. Bishop's great champion. Diablo's great champion. Emma Frost, debatably a good champion. Iceman is okay. Current meta, needs to be awakened a lot. Juggernaut, Sasquatch, the Hood, and Nick Fury. Right, of those, I can only see one bad champion. And that's what I'm talking about here. One specific champion is probably the worst out of them. 9 bangers to one bad champion in that pool of champions it's just a W. It is a massive W to kind of like go towards, and I definitely will be advocating for that. So can't wait. I cannot wait for this. I think it's going to be great for that. But as I said, the mode itself, there's going to be fundamentals that still like this doesn't address a lot of the fundamentals because there's a lot of things like how you get revives, champion refreshes, and a lot of questions which still remain unanswered from it. And we'll find out more information. Like apparently, like if it's going to be October for more information on that, we'll have to see. But I don't know if it's going to feel like a total revamp. In any case, Incursions will go though. So on September 28th, so that's next week, the Incursion is going to go down. Now I think that interacts with a top zone bonus reset, which is, if I could just get the game up again, there we go. So the top zone bonus reset is 6 days and 8 hours. Now that doesn't fall, I think that falls in at 10 AM PST on Wednesday next week, which I think ties into when that's going to be taken down. So there may be possibly an opportunity to do a quick grind before the top zone get the top zone bonus before the event is taken down. So you might be able to squeeze in for a reset and grab some more shards. Don't quote me on that one. It's just something that, again, we kind of like looking at here, the 28th, and looking at when it kind of falls in. So if it goes down, You may have an opportunity, you may not have an opportunity. It's hard to say at this point in time. So that's really it. That's the good news, people. There's still, as I said, there's still some questions that need to be answered. This doesn't like answer a lot of them. It answers some of them, but not all of them, because there's other stuff. There's other stuff to kind of like ask the questions of. Have they reduced down the extent of costings to refreshing champions, and as well the revives health potions, which again, like fundamental things of this. Unit cost for it is a bit annoying. I would prefer to use dark artifacts in order to refresh, kind of rejuvenate your team. But again, this falls down to how Kabam are putting in this mode versus how they're doing Battlegrounds. And we all know what they're doing with Battlegrounds in order to do certain things with your victory shielding, with your elder marks and other stuff like that. But it's still positive news, and I am looking forward to this. So we'll have more info hopefully in October. And roll on Incursions 2.0, I want to say. Or is this 3.0? Incursions 3.0? Yep. New buff, new update, new champions. Let's go. Thanks very much for watching this video. I shall see you all soon. Check out some other content located on screen. And have a good day. Bye-bye.